1, 2, 3, go.
My life be like, yeah. My life be like, yeah. My life be like, yeah. My life be like times like these that make me say, yeah. Lord, if the city please come my way, like leaving raindrops falling.
Happy Monday. Happy Monday. I'm Larry the Lion. This is my podcast. Happy Monday from Phoenix, Arizona. Been all over the place this year. Pretty crazy in just the last year. It's coming up on a year, November 7th, that I joined Sub 2. What a ride it's been. And before that, in the past 20 months, since I started on this journey. So we're gonna have to go by Larry the Late Lion. Even with the new internet, I'm still having computer issues, but it's a much better quality stream now. My friend Manny Perez got me. He had an extra desk, and he brought that over yesterday. Thank you, Manny. Took me out got some tacos. Amazing little taco place. I don't even know where it was, but I had never had two good tacos like that. I mean, I've had some good tacos before, but those two tacos were like insane. One had like caramelized cheese and onions. It almost looked like a big giant portobello mushroom on top of it. But I don't like corn tortillas. They had little mini flour tortillas on both of them, and the other one, shoot, that was really good too. I can't remember why it was so good, but it was super good. Thanks, Manny. Thank you for this desk. Getting to use my new, not new, it's used computer chair that when I was door knocking solar, it was like the second day. Might have even been the first day. No, yeah, it was the second day. Second day, knocked on this lady's house. See if I put this up a little bit. There we go. And she had some oxygen tanks outside her door, and she already had solar in the back. She couldn't qualify for any more, but I asked her about the oxygen tanks. I said, "What, because she was smoking a cigarette." I said, "You got some oxygen right here," and she said those were her husband's. He had passed away. I'm like, "Oh, sorry to hear that." And then she told me about, she had all his stuff in the garage, and she was selling some of the stuff. And I said, "What do you have back there? Do you have anything? What are you selling?" And she said, there's a chair in there. I said, "What kind of computer chair?" She said, "Yeah." And I said, "Well, let's open up the garage." So she opened up the garage, and that's where I saw this chair. And I forgot. It's got speakers on this thing. This is the first day I've used it since I've been in the apartment. As soon as I moved into the apartment, I had to 2 days later go head to Orlando last week for the Disney meetup, which was amazing. Power proximity networking. So, anyways, this chair. I said, "How much you want for the chair?" She was like $40. I was like, "I'll take it." This is like a $250 chair on Amazon, right? It's used. It's got some, it need to be cleaned up. It's got a little bit of cat claw damage on the seat, but it's a great chair. Let me pull this out. Ta-da. Yeah, I guess you can't see everything. So there's another back cushion there. For $40 all day. So that's when I got kind of crooked there. Then I started asking about some other stuff in the garage. And I said I'd come back, and me and this camera's gonna get on my nerves. Gotta get a new camera. Well, it's just got a little loose to it, and if you don't move it the right spot, it's just gonna move around and stuff. But anyways, so eventually we went back there to buy the chair, right? And I bought the chair, and then if you watch some of my stories, you know I bought a box of coins from her too for $40. I still got that box of coins. I haven't had time to go through that yet. Moving in this new apartment to help out another sub two student's family. They helped me out more than I don't know if I mean I helped them out, but it worked really great for both of us so far. And then there's this couch that they left behind. I'm debating on whether to keep it. I slept on like the L portion there the last couple nights because it's got a one of them air mattresses that he left behind too. So I mean, this couch is $50 a week, and it's like $2,400. But it is pretty nice, pretty comfy. I don't know what I'm going to do with it. I'm not sure if I want to keep it or not. But I think I'm going to pay a couple extra weeks on it and see what I want to do with that. But anyway, so back to the $40 or $40 box of coins. It's always those numbers, those 40s. 40 for a chair, 40 for the coins. But I bought a couple other little things. I bought this Miller High Life sign. It's an old collectible. It's worth about $40, $50. Got that for 10, and then I bought these two little German dolls. I forget what they're called. There's a weird name for Angle, Von Angle dolls, and they go for anywhere from like 50 to $100 each one of them. So got the box of coins, got the chair, got a couple other things, and as we're putting stuff in the car, me and Manny, we took the chair apart, took the base off. I seen in their backyard, I seen a car back there. And they got a lot of the properties out here in Arizona have like RV parking on the side of the house. They have a gate, you know, and you can drive them back there, which is really cool. But I could see an old muscle car back there. And so I said, "What's back there? Is that a car?" She says, "Yeah, that was my husband's car. He loved that thing. He was going to restore it. It's just like he was going to go through that box of coins, stuff he never got around to doing." So I said, "Can we take a look at it?" And she said, "Yeah." And then she said, "You know, we're looking at it. It's completely needs a full restoration. The hood was standing by the side, engine block, the transmission, and I still look at the hood and look at the car. I'm like, it's just surface rust on this thing." Started looking at the body. It had all its metal, just surface rust. The only little damage is the right corner of the trunk. A little deep rust in there, or left corner small. But the rest of the car is solid, and the chrome bumpers got a little pull on the front. It looks like they pulled it with something or whatever they did. That chrome bumpers were worth a ton of money just by that bumper itself. So she said, I asked her how much she wanted. She said some guy in Georgia and another guy had called her about it, but they never sent any money. She said, I said, "Well, how much you want for it?" She said, $200. I'm like, $200? And I asked Manny, I was like, "What do you think, Manny?" He's like, "I don't know." And I was like, "You want to, JV it?" he's like, "No." So I kind of, we just took the chair and the coins, and I had to get to work. But I kept on thinking about the car. I looked it up, looked at the restoration costs, and I was going to try and reach out to the sub 2 community, see if anybody wanted to give me a PML on the car, and I could have somebody restore it, like take it to Counts Customs in Vegas, counting cars, that TV show. Or there's another guy in Texas. I like him too. I had a best friend in Chicago, but don't talk to him anymore. He did cars his whole life. I even called him about it just to see. Sure enough, Tim has never been reliable. Been a helpful guy a bunch of times, but he leaves you hanging a lot. But so when we went to the meetup, or got back from the meetup, and Disney trip and the meetup in Icon Park, went to Saturday. I didn't go out knocking on the solar. I was just resting because I didn't get home from the airport till 2 a.m. So I decided to go to Kevin Cho's meetup Saturday night. Manny Perez, he's just talking about free furniture. Ooh, look. I could use those. We'll see how free it is when you message. They always want something else. Well, they got there's a whole office in there. I don't know how I'd get this stuff over. Free furniture. Maybe I'll take that bet. Thanks, Manny. Yeah, he gave me a screen, but it works with it like it's like one of them old computer hookups. It's got some crazy hookup things. So, anyways, back to the car. So I, wasn't doing much with it. I've been busy trying to get it in this apartment, get it all set up, and knocking doors on the solar, and having to go to Florida, or getting to, didn't have to. I get the privilege of doing that. Kept on thinking about that car, but just cause I was like, well, what am I gonna do? I don't have like $25,000-$30,000 to restore it. I don't have a garage. I'd have to pay for a tow truck to get it out of there. So I went to Kevin Cho's meetup and networking there, and I met a new sub 2 student. I think he's only been in sub 2 for 3 weeks. I can't remember his first name. I know I got it in my blink card here. Give me 1 second. It was Eric. I want to say it was Eric. I think his name is Eric Davis, but on Instagram, geez, I wasn't even on my phone last night. Messages. So on Instagram, he is Saving Classics. So I'm talking to him and find out that he restores classic cars, and this is his Instagram, Saving Classics. What are the odds of meeting somebody that restores cars? Because I was trying to find out about this car, and I told him about this car, and he said that that's what he does. He sends the paint out. He's got an interior guy, and I said, well, I don't have any money. I can't fund this thing. I said, do you know anybody that we could take it to, and they do the work and fund the thing and sell it, get it on auction, or so he said he tells me that he'll fund it. He'll do all the work, and he will pay all the costs. He looked at the car, he looked at the pictures and videos that I had of it, and yeah. Oh, here, 1 second. I'll be right back. Little desk guard here. Got that on the way out of Florida. It's a little globe, with the space guy. So when I was flying out of Florida, it was really cool. I saw some NASA from the window of the plane. Saw the 2 launch pads and I zoomed in on it. Hadn't seen that since I was a kid, 1976. So this is all the stuff she gave me. She gave me the title for the car. Signed that. What did I do with that little piece of paper? A little receipt. I didn't throw that thing out. Husband George's name on her. It's March 18th, 1976. And she's got the registration, Maricopa County. And you look at this. She had a couple pictures. She threw these pictures in. Like this car was on a. He paid $500 for this car, and or he looks like he had bought it on payments, 1,000. And I don't know what this is. She put a little check in here of his. I guess it has the work records. She put some tires on it. He's got a list of everything that you need for this thing. Looks like he was going to restore this. He's got like 68 steel rally wheels, Goodyear Redline tires, collapsible spare tire, trunk liner, air bottle for spare, chrome tips, all original hangers. 1970 360 heads with casting. He was going to put a different engine in there. Got everything the car needs. She threw in their license plate for me. It was kind of cool. I was like, "Don't you want to keep this as a souvenir?" She's like, "No." She goes, "I just want you to fix the car up and take me for a ride in it." And she gave me this picture. It's a picture of the car as it was in 1976. She said that's when they drove it to Las Vegas. Went to Las Vegas in the picture. So that's what the car is going to look like when it's done. Eric's going to do all the work, fund it, and we're going to do a JV agreement. And when it's done, we're gonna auction it or sell it. Which the cool part is that I want to make do a story about it on my YouTube on the work and the progress. Make videos, put that into my Instagram, Facebook, and YouTube Shorts. Something I've been neglecting is YouTube Shorts. I make so much content and throw it on Instagram and Facebook. It's just kind of habitual the way I have it. I just do it on Instagram and it goes to Facebook. But I've been neglecting doing the shorts. I should have been doing the YouTube shorts. But I haven't been. I have a lot of stuff I need to do now. As far as building this, I don't know, I guess I'm going to build a studio here too for my podcast. The desk is good right here, but I want to build like a studio in the bedroom. I don't know. I still got a lot of ideas. And right before I left to go to Orlando, the guy from Brandon, my boss from the solar, said that I got my first sale and I'll get $500 if it holds up after 2 weeks. But he bumped my pay up to $40 an hour. And I think I just worked just Saturday last week. It starts on Saturday, goes from Saturday to Friday. Then I didn't work Sunday last week, and before going to Orlando, and I was going to work right before I left for the plane, but I didn't do that. I fell asleep and woke up. It was 10:22 p.m. on Monday. My flight was boarding at 11:10. Nothing packed, no shower, nothing. I just, whoo, had to jump on that plane. I wasn't stinky or anything because I went to church the day before. But so what else? Who did I meet in Orlando? So the proximity of power was, you go to these networking events like the meetup at WeWork, where I met Eric, who's gonna do the car. When I was at the Icon Park, saw a lot of old, or not old familiar faces, but a lot of familiar faces, people I've networked before. A lot of people there for BPCon, and got to meet a few people for the first time that I've known on Facebook for a while. Alex Jimenez, amazing guy. He's doing some big things in Puerto Rico. But really, it's Alexis Jimenez more. Then I met Tiffany Chow. She's a sub-2 student. She's doing some cool stuff with artificial intelligence and Go High Level. She's writing her own prompts, which I really liked. Hopefully, she's a top-tier TC. And asked her, because me and Tigger have been looking for an integrator to help us with our CRMs and management and building a team, doing some DTA, some direct to seller. We have lists, and just help us managing it overall. And I always wanted to, part of building team, I want to have our own TC side that does TC work, and we get, paid from that. Same with people doing DTA, making the calls. We're gonna need a couple closers. It's all in the building process, and I've been so. Sometimes you just gotta enjoy the journey and the process, which I've learned a lot about doing that. Being patient. I want everything right now, but sometimes you just got to let things unfold on their own timeline. It's going to be a patience thing with that car. It's going to take 3 to 6 months. It's not something that's going to get paid right away. But I'm going to enjoy the process of watching it being built, making content about it. Geez, I forgot what else I was going to say. I do have my Calendly set up for appointments again. I haven't done any since leaving Florida. I think I only did 1 or 2 since then, because I was just kind of all over the place. I was staying at Manny's house, flying out, and then went to Salt Lake City and Orlando. I'm kind of stabilized, as we say, hopefully. It's been a really crazy year since I joined Sub2, and that'll be 2 weeks. So I'll be in Sub2 for a year. This is my Disney Sub2 hat. It's my souvenir from Disney. So got the Mickey. I was like, it's a Sub2 Disney hat. Now I had seen it before. Somebody posted one of these in the Sub2 private Facebook group. This picture, but it was from Disneyland in California. So when I was at the park, I looked for this hat all over, all the gift shops, Magic Kingdom, every one that I came across. I just ran through them real quick, just looking just for this hat. Couldn't find it there. I looked in Hollywood Studios, couldn't find it there. I looked in Animal Kingdom, couldn't find it there. Before I'm getting on the plane to come back, there was a Disney store in the Orlando airport, and I walked in there, and I was like, making a video while I was doing it, and seen that. I was like, "Where's it at? Where's it at?" Because I know I had seen them when I got off the plane. And I go over, I see it, grab this. It was the last one. There was 7 or 8 of them. I was so happy that this is my souvenir. You got to take some souvenirs. I've always been a souvenir guy. Like just one thing, just one memory, to tie it into everything. Lost a lot of those souvenirs over the years too, but I have some of them still. So yesterday also we were at Pillar Church yesterday, and when I was leaving, I was maybe going to go see a movie or something. Linda Carota walked up, and I hadn't seen, she had sat somewhere in the other part. And we were talking about what we're doing, and I seen the pastor walk out, and in the beginning of the service, he was saying that he was looking for another building for the church, right? He didn't elaborate on it, but I wanted to stop him and say hello. Hey, it's my second time here at Pillar. I really like it, and I said, you mentioned something about a building?" And he's like, "Yeah, we're looking for something that'll hold 1,500 people." I was like, "Cool." Um, and I said, "Tell me more about it." Um, he said, "Well, he was like, started was like, well, I don't know this." And I was like, "Well, just give me just what would you want if it was your perfect request? Like, what would you think?" He was like, started thinking, and I said, "No, just tell me what the best, what you really want, if you could have it without question." He said, "Well, we'd like 10 to 12 acres, and again, a building that holds at least 1,500 people." Um, I said, "What, like some classrooms and stuff?" He's like, "Yeah, coffee shop and stuff, because they already have that there." So I said to Linda, I said, "Why don't we find this? This is the church we go to. This is what we do. Find a creative deal for this church to move into." Um, kind of like, I feel like it's God is calling me to go find that property, and I will. And I'm going to find it in Scottsdale. It's as soon as he said that morning in the service, I usually don't do too much like long praying, like meditating, praying during the service. But yesterday I was good to there was two really good songs, and I had my eyes closed, hand raised up. I was just taking God in, and all being grateful for everything in the past year, since I joined this community. And I mean, before that too, the past 20 months. Sometimes it doesn't feel like I made a lot of progress in my mind, but then when I look about it and really think of how much I've went through and overcame, and how much I wanted to do more, I was really grateful. And I feel like it's a mission I got to do, is find a piece of land for that church in a building. So Pillar Church, where I'm really happy to go there. There's other sub two students that go there. It's like going to a meetup a little bit. That's one of the best things I enjoy about this community is the meetups that I've been to across the country, and other places where I've lived, and been with. It just this community is outstanding. You know, and if I could find a commercial building and land for that church, I think that God would be proud of me. So it's like a calling on my heart, and I will find it, or I'll have help from the community. We'll find it, because I know we can do that. Shit, we do a lot of other crazy stuff. Speaking of crazy stuff, I'm looking at myself. The good, the bad, and the ugly in my life. I weighed myself today. I'm 318 pounds. I was down to 273. I gained 45 pounds back. And that was because yesterday Linda Carota took me to the H Mart. I think I gained 5 pounds yesterday. It was kind of like, I was like, I'm going to do one more day of sugar, and then Monday we're starting fresh. one meal a day. I think I'm gonna fast for the next 2 days. Start off with a 2-day fast here. But I bought a bunch of stuff from the H Mart. Got a bunch of sushi to make like poke bowls. But red, stuff I don't normally buy. Pork belly, but I ate one of the things of pork belly last night. I bought 3 different types of it, different cuts of it. Um, I don't know what they did to that stuff, but that pork belly is crazy. Oh, thanks, Ken. Yes, sir. Yeah, it's this. I think it's something I should do, and it's calling on me. So, uh, I'm gonna find it. But if you guys have never had pork belly, which I never had it till yesterday at that H Mart, it's a Korean supermarket here. I think Kevin Cho loves that place. I seen him make a video about some snacks from H Mart. And he is Korean. Uh, oh my God, that place was ridiculously cool. It has so much cool stuff that I'd never seen before. Never been in a Korean market before. It was really cool. But that pork belly, oh my God, this shit is ridiculously good. It is the bomb. It is such the bomb. Um, I made a whole, I ate the whole package. I made a couple pieces. Like, oh shit, I gotta make more of this. I was like, and then I'm like, I'm just gonna make it all. I was like, I ate the whole thing. It was so freaking good, though. So freaking good. Never had it before. I bought a couple other things there I didn't have before too. Um, I'm stuffed up today. I just put it in a pan and just sauteed it. It was they put like that shit was so they put some kind of sugary brown sugar or something on there. It was I don't know. It was so freaking good. But anyways, back to 318 pounds again. I got to get back on track. Gained 45 pounds back since June 1st. I don't even know how. I know how because I've been eating sugar and bullshit, and making excuses, not working out. Um, but it all ends today. No more sugar in there. No more. I got some limited carbs, uh, some rice, but that's it. Um, Going back on the one meal a day, fasting, water and black coffee, 23 hours. Uh, Walking, doing a solar, joining EOS Fitness, which we didn't get to do yesterday. Might take the train over there earlier, and after I have see, I got a Calendly appointment at 11:30. It's 10:39 a.m. But yeah, really happy about getting that AMX. Didn't want to. I was scared to spend the $200 on it, and that car could have been gone. I was thinking like I'm gonna call her and it's gone. She was like, "Yeah, you can come get it." So now I have to call Eric to let him know about the car because he's gonna have to order the tow truck or something, to move the car out of there. The tires are completely flat. I don't know how many years it's been sitting back there. Um, but we'll have to get over there and get that out of there. It's got the engine blocks got to be moved. I don't know how they got the engine blocks from where they had it, but those engine blocks ain't light. It's not something I can do by myself. But and I got to get my computer screen from Brandy Farmer. I left it in Florida. Have her ship that out here now that I got a desk and a place to work. Thank you, Manuel Perez, for this desk. 68 AMX. This is the AMC AMX. So these cars, they go for, here's a 69 AMC AMX with the 83,998. That's got to be 53,000, 69, 68. Ooh, a 68 AMC AMX, just like the one $94,900. Here, let me show this to you guys. This is the car I just bought. So it's going to need to be restored. See that? I need a second screen. Manny gave me a monitor, but it's not going to work on here. Okay, so look at this. This is the 68 AMC AMX. $94,900. Look at that. Oh, it's got a little video. So this is what it'll look like when it's restored. It's pretty cool. I don't know why the video is doing that weird stuff. But see, it's got no back seat. I like those red pinstripe tires. Yeah, it is a cool car. $200 I paid for it. Yeah, $200 is how much I paid for it. It's a full restoration for the car. Almost over the video. So that was it. This is the car, same car. It's a 68 AMC AMX. And that's what it's going to look like when it's done. Let me see if I can. It might be on my Facebook story still. Yeah, pictures. Let me see if I can share that. Yep. Let's see. I'll show you the pictures of it. I probably should upload them to the computer, but I'm lazy. So that was the H mark. That's the video from the H mark yesterday. All kinds of new stuff I've never seen. Anyway,
So I just bought this 68 AMX from Kathy. Kathy Debs, and what was your husband's name?
George.
George. This was George's baby. They drove it to Vegas in what year?
Oh, that was back in the 80s.
In the 80s, and they got pulled over.
Yep.
He wanted to restore it, but she passed away, and part of the deal her selling to me is that once we restore it, got to come give her a ride. So the 68 AMX, the hood, the engine block, and transmission are back over there. I found somebody at the Kevin Cho's real estate investing meetup the other night. This is what he does: restores classic cars. He's gonna fund the whole restore, and then we're gonna take it for a drive, and then put it in auction.
Yep.
So, 68 AMX sub 2.
So there's a car. It needs a lot of work, as you can see. I don't know if I can expand that anymore. Bumper needs a little reshaping, but all the metal's good. That's the most important part, is all that metal is good. There's the transmission. There's the hood. Engine block.
We were born to be champions.
And it's, just God is good. I'm so happy I moved out here to Phoenix, because the job that I found, that was one of the reasons I was like, when I was thinking about doing it in St. Petersburg, I was like, how am I going to get out there, get a place to live? And that all came from Sub 2 by adding a business partner, and Angel Miller. So Angel 444, Angel Miller 444 on Facebook. Angel numbers, I do everything by angel numbers. She wanted to join Sub 2, and I said, I'll give you a hell of a deal. I said, I need $3,000 to get to Phoenix, and that's what I did. And I found the job for the solar. Before I came out, I found 2 jobs. One was getting people out of their timeshares, which is what I was doing before the pandemic. And while I went through that 21 months of hell and relapsed and was going to end my life at the Super Bowl, before I found that 1-minute Facebook ad from Pace Morby, I got this job, with the solar. $28 an hour, $50 for every appointment, $100 for same day appointments, and $500 you get a sale. Goes to $40 an hour. If I wouldn't have got that job, I wouldn't have knocked this door, and I wouldn't have found about the computer chair. And when I came back to the computer chair, I wouldn't have found about the car if I wasn't being nosy like I always am. Not nosy, but I saw, I pick up things. I don't believe in coincidence. I believe in, God, and putting God first since I started on this journey. All the divine interventions, and I believe a lot of the magic has always happened when I started tight. The income that I make, I promise 10%, whether it's from real estate or anything else. He gets 10%, and he keeps on gifting me and blessing me. And like the pastor was talking about, the 3 boys in the fire, and God didn't leave them. He was in the fire with them. He's been in the fire with me the whole time. I'm still here, and he rewards my faith and uses me. I believe, that's why I want to be an aspirational speaker. How I've changed my life by putting God first, finding community, taking action. I don't know if it's a great story, but it is a story. It's my story. I got nothing better to do except tell it. And this is just another amazing thing that's happened since I started, being part of this community, putting God first in everything I do. It's weird. I look at the camera here, but then I look down here. I don't know. I can't see how my eyes look when I'm looking at the camera. Unless I go back and watch it later. Maybe I should just look at the camera the whole time. So it was a half hour late today. Larry the late lion today. Always is like that. I had to sleep in though. And I ate too much last night. I had my last ice cream I'm gonna have for a long time. I had 4 different kinds. Or no, 3. But there's no more sugar. Just got a little bit of carbs left in some of the other meal items. I thought that Korean food was going to last a lot longer. It's not going to last as long as I think it would. But I'm going back on the carnivore, 1 meal a day. Tonight's going to be a brutal night walking. I have all that sugar to get out of me. I gained 45 pounds back since I left Bradenton and was with Sonari. That's when I started eating shitty again. I was doing really good before that. And I had plateaued before that. See, I'm making excuses. Just got to take some action. Just get going again. I'm great. And look, thank you, Manny, for this desk. It's great to be sitting here. I don't like sitting on the couch. I don't like that. I want to get this thing working though. I think there's a battery pack in this thing. Let's turn the music on. I wonder if it's got Bluetooth or not, or how would I hook it up to whatever. Um, Give me 1 minute. I want to be right back. I go to the bathroom, and I'm gonna make a couple calls, maybe to a couple agents. And I got up at 37 minutes, so I'll probably be back early, but I'm just putting this. All right. So it's like it needs a USB port. It's got on off, doesn't have volume. Figure out how the speaker works on the chair in the back. See, it's got what is see, it's got speakers right here. We're gonna figure that out. Not today, though. But anyways, back. What was I gonna do? Weather's really beautiful outside here now. Still hot a little bit, but got the doors open. They got screens on them, but they're super small screens, like the flies can't get in and stuff. Let's see something. Do prop stream. Filters. Any unoccupied property characteristics. Commercial. Let's see. Commercial building. Convenience store, fuel. Funeral home. Garden center. Mini warehouse, neighborhood shopping center. Mixed use. This might be a little more challenging to find this property. Department store. Commercial, office, residential, mixed use. This would be just commercial general. Looks like a commercial building, commercial general. Okay, lot size. And home features. Number of stories. MLS status. Any. Oh, there is lot size. Square feet. Hey Siri, how many square feet in an acre?
1 acre is 43,560 square feet.
So we need. They wanted 10 to 12 acres. So let's put like 100,000 square feet for the building. Ownership info. Owner type all. Okay. Let's see. On market. Property character. Did I put 1 million? For the lot size, yep. Let's see, Maricopa County. Let's just put Scottsdale. So, commercial general. These are homes though that are coming up. Building size. Let's put 100,000 in there. Let's put 3 stories. Still got 80 properties come up. They're like bedrooms, houses. $217. This lot. Wonder if they would want to build a church. Here's one. It's got, none of these have pictures though. It's got a 20,000 square foot building on it. 180. See, they need a bigger lot. Might be a little bit tough finding this property. 70,000 square foot building. $4,200,000 the last public record. Own property details. It's got a street address LLC. But yeah, it's only a 94,000 square foot lot. Looks like some kind of commercial building. It's gonna be tough finding this church. I'm looking for a church building for the church I go to out here, Pillar. It's an amazing church. So. You know what? I think I'm gonna end this. Got a good show. Talk about the car, talk about Disney and meeting people, and proximity is power. Find a community if you're not in it. Put God first in everything you do, and I promise it'll change your life. Thanks for watching. I'm Larry the Lion. This was my podcast today. 10/23/2023. See ya.